Salam guys, this is Hisham and today I'll be talking about the hidden tips and tricks that I found in the Huawei Mate 40 Pro. The phone is literally amazing in every aspect, obviously apart from the lack of Google Play services. However, in terms of EMUI 11, it actually comes with a bunch of new features. I'll be running through them one by one and show you how to activate it in your device. Also, if you don't have the Mate 40 Pro, most of these features will actually be applicable to older generations. However, before we start the video, please support the channel, give me the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and without further ado, let's begin. So let's start with the lock screen. As you know, most of the other manufacturers, they do have always on display, which is basically what you see right now. This is a screen that is always on. You can see the time, you can see the date and some notification. Huawei took things to another dimension, something called eyes on display, which means that whenever the device sees your eyes, it will turn on the screen. So let's wait for the screen to go down. Right now, if I actually move forward a little bit, the device will see my eyes and then it will light up. As you can see right now, I didn't touch the device, it just saw me and it lightened up the screen. Also, there's another way of actually turning on the always on display by just hovering your hand around, and as you can see, the screen is on again. What else you can actually do from the lock screen? You can take a quick snap. While you are on lock screen, you double press the volume down button, and in 0.6 seconds it took a photo. It's so quick and it's so snappy, and you can quickly capture the moment before you lose it. So let's now talk about the air gestures. So with the air gestures, you can actually do a lot of things now. So basically, in older generation, we used to have the scroll up and down using our hands. By the way, if you don't know, this is my website, guys. I appreciate if you can go and have a look. I always write new stuff about the new accessories and new reviews of latest gadgets. So please, your support is highly appreciated. Anyway, so now if I need to scroll up and down, what you need to do, you just hover your hand like so. You do this. What do you think, guys? If you like this, please also like the video and give us a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to get updated with our latest videos. So now let's talk about the new addition of the air gestures, which is controlling the music, for instance. Now I don't listen to music, sorry, I listen to Quran. So instead actually of playing and pausing using our hands, now we can do so without even touching the screen. So you do this and then this. Now it's actually playing now. So let me show you. Then pause. Play. Pause. You may have noticed that I control the volume by doing this. So it's double tap on the edge of the screen and you can go up and down, or you can actually use the conventional volume rocket. Now let's talk how do you enable these features. For the air gestures, you go to Setting, Accessibility, and then Smart Sensing, and just enable all of these features. And this is actually one of the features that Huawei provided us to sort of deal with this curved screen. I know some people don't like curved screen, and therefore Huawei give us other options to deal with this. So first one is actually you can decide which app can actually go all the way to the edges and which app are not. For instance, I have enabled this for all apps. So if I open Messenger, for instance, you can see that it goes all the way to the edges. However, if I open Facebook, it doesn't go all the way to the edges, and it also uses the front screen. So how do you enable that? You go to Setting, and then you go to Display and Brightness, More Display Setting, and then there's Edges here. Here you can actually enable or disable the edges, or you can actually enable and disable them for individual apps. However, what I really like the most is that you can actually use this curved screen to play games. So instead of actually pressing on the screen itself, we can use the R1 and left one to control all games. How do you enable that? So you go to Setting, you go to Apps, and then App Assistant, turn that on, go to your game space, and add the games that you play with. So I normally play with Asphalt 9. So if I launch Asphalt 9, you can see here there's like a little dot. So if I expand it, here obviously you can enable some of the other features like screen recording, screenshots, and brightness, and interrupt games. And also you can do this, which is LR button. If I press on it, it shows you here that you can actually control the game using the edges of the screen. So you can enable that L1, R1. So what I can do now is actually control the whole game using just the edges of the screen. And now let's talk about the multitasking. So in order to multitask, you swipe and hold, and you can see all your apps here. And obviously you can add every other app that is installed in your phone. Now, how do I open two apps together? So let's say I'll open Notepad like so. And now if I want to add another one, let's get the files. So I can put them up or down. And I can also launch a third app, but it will be a floating app. So this is the floating app. But the good feature is that you can decrease the size of this app. You can move it up and down, or you can actually replace it with one of the other two. So if I press and hold here, I can just move it up or down like so. And now let's talk about other features of Huawei phones that are not new, but really unique to Huawei EMUI. Obviously, the first one is actually the knuckle. So this is how you take a screenshot, and you can record the screen by double knuckle like so. Here you can disable the mic, and here you can turn off the recording. Also, there is a quick way of reaching to your calendar or the alarm. So if I press on the time, it will take me to the alarm. If I click on the date, it will take me to the calendar app. And last but not least, how do you install all these apps? As you can see, I've installed most of the popular apps, although this phone doesn't come with Google services. So the first source is actually App Gallery. Search for your app in here. If you can't find it, you just go to Petal Search. It's pre-installed. So you click on it, you search for any app, let's say Facebook, and it'll tell you where to download and install it. That was it for today, guys. I hope you like it, and if you like it, please give me the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you soon, inshallah. Thank you.